gets kidnapped by a guy that likes film.
Who, Giovanni?
Yeah,
Giovanni?
Giovanni Zatanna.
Giovanni Johnny. Did you hear about the person who named their kid Vagina?
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'm eating taffy.
No, you're not. Hey guys, Lex Style here.
I'm Bat Tracy.
For Punk Rock Blues.
And this is Fantasy Booking DC Theatrical Earth number 3.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4. 3 movies a year. In 4 years equals 1 phase. 5 phases.
5 phases total, yeah.
This is year 4.
So it's our final year.
If you're here, yeah, oh yeah.
It's our final year of phase 1.
You know the rules, though. We'll get right into it.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure people... I think we mentioned it before, or people know. Our goal was to cap off phase 1 at least with the Justice League movie.
Yes. The rule was that it had to end with the Justice League movie.
So we're getting...
Yeah, we're getting into it.
Just going to hop right over there.
Well, yeah, let's do it.
I'm over here again.
Yeah, we're over here. You know the drill. DC Theatrical Earth. Let's do my recap. Boom.
Phase 1.
You want to read them for me?
Green Arrow, Year 1. Batman, Gotham Knights. Static Shock. Zatanna, Mistress of Magic. A.K.A. Zatanna Zatara, Mistress of Magic.
That's correct. Thank you.
Cyborg. The most bland film title.
And
it's not even your fault. It's not your fault. It's just such a... I hate it as a movie title. It's so bland. Superman, Last on the Krypton. Green Day and Brightest Day. You should get rid of the colon.
Green Day and Brightest Day.
Did I say Green Day and Brightest Day?
Green Day and Brightest Day.
No, I meant to say Green Lantern and Brightest Day.
Why would I get rid of the colon?
So it's just Green Lantern and Brightest Day.
That's stupid.
Okay, well. The Flash. The Hawk Police to Catch a Thanagarian.
Yes.
I know the full title because it's better.
Okay.
You gotta edit it in. Even if it's like 2 lines.
Well, it's like Hawk Police. It's Hawk Police in America, but everywhere else.
No, I want that to be the full title everywhere. That's a great title.
Okay, so we're gonna get into...
Give this video a thumbs up if you agree that it's a great title. Also, if you enjoy this series, think about checking out our Patreon at www.patreon.com/punkrockblues.
Okay.
Get it out early.
Yeah. We're going to go on to year 4 now. My first movie. I do want to recap. I don't think we...
Oh, are we going to try and guess what each other's 3 are?
Oh, sure.
Okay, well, I know Aquaman's one of yours. Yeah. And then Justice League.
Yeah.
And then your third...
Well, I'm
going to go...
my third. I want to ask, because we did talk about this last time, but because it's the cliffhanger of the year, Bruce Wayne and Oliver Queen bicker about future plans for JLA as they arrived at closed Ivy University.
Yeah, I didn't know what that is.
Okay.
Ivy
so do you have a guess then?
Power Girl.
Sure.
Okay.
Should we go into it then?
Yeah. What do you want to guess my 3 or?
Oh, I figured I would guess your 3 at the start of.
Okay.
Yeah. So the first movie of year 4, it's The Atom.
What? We were talking about this. Yeah. I was like, "Oh, what are you doing a movie
every
about the
single
Atom?
time you guess my character." I'm really getting upset with that. His origin is bonkers. I told you that my hero had 4 villains ever.
Yeah, and Kronos is the only one.
Yeah, it's the only one. Okay, let's talk about it. God, this is goofy. During a
I can't believe it. The Atom. He doesn't seem like a superhero who would get his own movie.
Oh, I thought he had more villains. It works, whatever. During a spelunking trip, Professor Ray Palmer, his students, and his girlfriend Jean Lauren get trapped in a cave. Ray, a physicist at Ivy University, recently fashioned a lens using the power of a white dwarf star that can shrink any object.
I know his origin is so silly. That's why it made me laugh.
He tries shrinking himself down...
To size.
I got lost at where my sentence got. To create an opening in the rocks to save the others, sacrificing his life. Now, this is pretty much paraphrased from his Wikipedia origin story. Okay. It's just me moving words around. I don't understand how that happened. Like, he shrinks himself to move rocks to let others out, but he dies. I'm very lost in whatever. He washes up on Newport Beach, not normal size, making the discovery that there is an unknown force inside of him, inside his body, allowing him to change his size, to that of which he desires.
Yeah.
Wacky. Ray starts going by the Atom for some reason, and finds his...
It's funny because like you can't even make this like as interesting as Ant-Man, which I think is pretty bland. But like
I tried to make it more creative, and I was like, you can't.
You just chose the Atom, a character who nobody cares about.
I like the Atom. He finds his first enemy in David Clinton, a convict who believed he was always in the wrong place at the wrong time. He spent his time in prison mastering time synchronization and now runs amok as Kronos.
At any point in this movie, does Kronos tell his henchmen, alright boys, let's synchronize our watches?
He doesn't have henchmen.
That's sad. Can he just say, I gotta synchronize my watch? Okay.
Sure. Well, it's all mental. He doesn't have a watch.
No,
he needs a
watch.
His origin is that he literally masters. He spends 10 years in prison mastering time. Yeah, he runs amok as Kronos. Kronos arrives in Ivy Town and reads of Ray's work and research at Ivy University. Kronos breaks into the UI to retrieve an atomic clock, an atomic clock designed by Ray that he believed he could refinger to control time. I don't know if that's supposed to be believes or believe. He could reconfigure to control time.
That he believed he could...
Yes.
No, you gotta take out the second he. That he believed could reconfigure to control... Wait.
No, he could reconfigure... Yeah. Ray, who was at UI working on new improvements for his atom identity, catches Kronos and a fight ensues. So he's like small working on stuff, and then Kronos busts in. It's like a little scene where he's like, ooh, no.
He's like, well, this is a bad guy.
yeah, that's what I'm going
That's
for.
funny. Yeah. It's like my flashback.
Yeah, this movie is nonsense. Anyways, he's working on new improvement. I admit he's just tinkering, and then oh no.
You know what would be even funnier if he's like doing he's screwing in a screw.
He's got the world's smallest Phillips.
No. He's like screwing in a screw, but then he like drops the screw like in the sink or something, and he's like, "Oh, geez, I gotta go get it."
And then as he climbs out,
he sees like Kronos like climbing in the window or whatever, and that's he's like, "Oh no!"
That's when he busts his tie, gets the clocks off. I gotta synchronize. Okay. Anyways, he catches Kronos and a fight ensues. Kronos tries to use one of his time gadgets to put Adam in a coma, but he is quick enough to shrink small enough for it to not affect him.
Yes.
That makes sense? Okay. Adam breaks the atomic clock, causing a small explosion that damages Kronos' time synchronization. So as I said, it's all mental. Yeah. He explodes and his mind, he's just all whack. He's all over whack.
Yes.
He's out of whack. Kronos is sent back to prison, and Adam is approached at the Fallen IU by Batman and Green Arrow to join the JLA. So this takes place at the exact same time as the Hawk Police. End credits, the beach from the start zooms out far into the ocean and dips underwater, revealing the lost city of Atlantis. This is kind of the end of, I think it's Civil War, where it has the Wakanda end credit scene, even though Wakanda doesn't end up looking like that at all.
Yeah.
But, so yeah, you just see the beach and you go, oh,
this is silly.
The beach is back, and then it zooms out and then goes under. Gene Lauren's only in this scene.
This is silly.
Yeah.
I like it. What are the other 3 villains he has?
You think I remembered that? They're going to be his gain to synchronize their watches. He's got Kronos.
Okay.
Bug-Eyed Bandit.
Let me see.
It's just this picture of this old lady.
Okay.
Deathstroke. Doesn't count. That's a JLA villain.
Yeah.
Plant Master.
Oh, okay.
Thinker.
Yes.
Dwarf Star. Ooh.
Okay.
Anti-Monitor, who doesn't count, and Al Pratt, who is...
It's Sandman. He's Sandman. Or Our Man.
Yeah.
One of them.
So we're not going to do each movie by review. We're going to do years in review.
Yeah,
a little more structured, and camera moves a lot. So we are going to jump over to yours.
Yeah. All right, here's my DC Theatrical Earth, and we'll do a recap of Phase 1.
Did you add that slide?
Yeah,
After I did?
Yeah. Of course, we had the Batman, the Wonder Woman, the Arrow and the Canary.
Stop with the buzz.
The Superman, the Up and Away, the Flash, the Green Lantern Corps, the Aquaman, the Doom Patrol.
Oh yeah, I forgot there's one more.
And the Nightwing. And so, going into my year 4, the final year of Phase 1.
Yeah.
If you would like to click the button.
I mean, we kind of have to.
Justice League.
Okay.
Part 1.
So you broke the rule.
How do you know?
We literally said the rule. We are ending Phase 1 with a Justice League movie.
After Ares' defeat at the hands of Wonder Woman, he retreats off Earth. Okay? He leaves the planet, leaving Darkseid and the New Gods to rise up to power. Darkseid has Steppenwolf gather an army to conquer Earth. Meanwhile, Sinestro, he's retired from the Green Lantern Corps. So after he retires, he comes to Earth because he's like, I'm going to plan to attack the Lantern Corps now.
Yeah.
And so he meets up with Lex Luthor, who has successfully campaigned as Mayor of Metropolis. Now, do you remember I thought it was very funny when you wrote that he became mayor?
Yeah.
I wrote this before that.
Because we explicitly said in episode 1 that you have so much written that you probably won't be influenced by me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I wrote that, and then
giving me crap for him being mayor.
Yes, knowing I wrote him as mayor too. So yeah, he's Mayor Machado. Your mayor scene is better than mine. But
yeah, because my mayor scene is the best scene in the DC Theatrical Earth.
So yeah, he's gonna plan his attack.
Can we recreate it real quick? Look, I'm the mayor now.
So yeah, he meets up with Lex Luthor, and he's to create a new weapon for himself. It's gonna turn out the
green purple suit.
It's gonna turn out to be the Yellow Lantern. Right?
Oh, okay. Oh, you're talking about Sinestro.
Yeah.
Got it.
Steppenwolf, he begins his attack on Earth, drawing the Earth's heroes together to fight his army. The Flash and Green Lantern fight off the Parademons, while Wonder Woman, Aquaman, and Supes battle with Steppenwolf.
I used Supes too. Did you steal that, or did you put that in already?
No, I put that in already. Okay. When Steppenwolf uses Apocalypse tech to take over Cyborg, like he controls him, only Batman can reprogram because Batman's a tech guy. The new team of heroes take down Steppenwolf with Wonder Woman slicing his throat, causing the Parademons to feed on him. The end credits is Darkseid is upset, starting up the Boom Tomb for himself.
So that is the Thanos, fine, I'll do it myself.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Got a lot of characters in this one, of course. So this is a big one.
Yeah. I broke the rules and school. Okay, are we ready for number 2 in year 4?
I'm ready. I already know it's Aquaman, though.
It's Aquaman. This movie is also pretty weird.
I can't believe I guessed. I knew Aquaman.
I told you Aquaman.
Yeah, but the
you guessed
and then I guessed Hawkman
and Hawkman and the
because I'm just like, well, after you did Static Shock, I was just like, okay, who's a weird character? And then I was like, well, nobody would make a Atom movie.
Peter Mortimer is a scavenger doing a deep-sea dive in the Atlantic Ocean for the lost time decelerator. During his dive, he finds the lost city of Atlantis ruled by King Orin and his wife, Queen Mera.
Okay.
Orin starts to suspect that Peter is up to no good, but he is too late to stop him in their first encounter, as Peter has found the time decelerator in a tour. He tries to use it against Orin in the fight, but it de-ages him to nothing. He's gone.
Oh.
He's nothing.
So
it de-aged him to
not even a sperm.
Sperm, yeah.
Wow.
Right? Well, so regretful with the thoughts that he could have saved Peter, because he wasn't like, oh, he's a bad guy. He's just why is he here in Atlantis? He's just this human guy, so he feels bad that he killed the guy. But he didn't kill the guy. The guy killed himself. Right? You got it.
Wait. So Peter Mortimer, he's a scavenger.
Yeah.
And so he does a deep sea dive.
He's
and
James Cameron.
He finds Atlantis.
He finds
for
Atlantis
the first time.
Yeah.
Now, Orin, he's like, I think this Peter guy's up to no good.
Yeah, because he realizes what the time decelerator has, because he knows.
But so he's just like letting him search around Atlantis.
Well, he's kind of like, oh, hey, welcome to Atlantis. He doesn't really know about the time.
But then he's like,
he knows about
this Peter guy's up to no good.
He knows about the time decelerator, and because he has it in Atlantis.
And then he like goes after him.
So he goes after him, but it's too late, like glitter. Yeah. Well, see, actually what happens, Aquaman, he's working in his lab to get new improvements on his suit, and Peter pops in, he's like, oh no, a bad guy.
Very similar.
No, it's not.
He's like, literally, he's like, what are you doing?
So anyways, regretful with the thoughts that he could have saved Peter, Orin serves the land for the first time in his life, changing up his origin, where he discovers that his father is a lighthouse keeper named Tom Curry, and adopts the name Arthur at his father's shoot. He's like, I would have named you Arthur. Okay.
Oh, he's already king of Atlantis at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, you said Orin. I was thinking his dad. I didn't even think Mera.
Well, his wife is Mera.
Yeah,
and his mom died during childbirth. Atlanta.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay. Yeah, this is the backstory I'm doing. I changed it up. So Tom's kind of like...
No, I'm just saying you're not doing origin. He's already in Atlantis as king.
But he doesn't know he's Arthur Curry.
Okay.
Because his dad's like, I would have named you Arthur. And he's like, okay, I'll be Arthur then, Dad. Pops. Peter, now going as the scavenger, returns and attack...
How does he not know his name's Arthur? He lived with his stepdad.
No, I'm changing the origin that he's never been to the land.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just said that. For the first time in his life.
Yes, okay.
Peter, now going as the scavenger, returns and attacks the Currys, and killing Tom in the process. He reveals that the time decelerator sent him to another timeless dimension, kind of a limbo. Their fight-in sends them back to Atlantis, where Arthur defeats Peter using a water vortex that sends him to yet another dimension, this time that of Scartaris. Scartaris?
What is that?
Scartaris. I'll get to it.
Okay. Sorry.
This is more of a scavenger movie than it is Aquaman. This is Scavenger's entire Wikipedia page.
You should call it Aquaman The Scavenger.
Yeah,
Or Aquaman versus the Scavenger.
Yeah, I'll change it or something. Arthur returns to land once again to attend his father's funeral. Upon his revival, he sees the news of the uprising of superheroes, adopts the name Aquaman, and vows to protect his worlds, both the land and the sea. Yeah. I've been doing that at the end of all these films. Like, oh, there's superheroes, I'll be one. End credits, Scavenger awakens in... I forgot the R there. Scartaris, next to a crashed SR-71 from the Vietnam War, labeled Warlord.
Warlord?
Yeah. It's a superhero that lives in Scartaris. He was supposed to be a part of this...
Lobo?
His name's Warlord.
Oh, I have no idea who this is.
Yeah, it was...
Are you doing a Warlord movie?
I might, yeah.
Because that's insane.
It was supposed to be the third act of this movie, and I was like, I just have so... Because Scavenger died, like, my first draft of this, he got sent to 4 dimensions. Huh. I will... So, Scavenger will come back in the Warlord movie. I'm going to say one thing. There is an interesting thing I want to read off his Wikipedia page, and I just want to make it clear that I will never, ever...
Your Aquaman picture is something else.
Took forever to find it. I love it, though. It's fan art. It's totally fan art.
Weird... I like the boots. Yeah. I really like the boots, but then he's got this weird bulge, and the weirdest face I've ever seen.
I want to read you something of the Scavenger real quick. It's something that I can guarantee everyone watching will never, ever be included in the Theatrical Earth. In fact, if you even use him for the sequel or whatever, I want you to promise you will never, ever use this.
Okay.
As part of the...
The Scavenger?
Yeah. In his next appearance, the Scavenger is shown to have reformed, also becoming a friend of Aquaman's. However, a later encounter with Hawkman retconned his redemption, stating that Peter Mortimer was secretly part of a pedophile ring who videotaped himself raping young boys and girls. Oh. Moreover, he now calls himself Barracuda and explains that he was the avatar of the Barracuda, just as Hawkman is the avatar of the Hawk. After Barracuda attempts to kill both Aquaman and Hawkman kills him. Never touching that, ever. Not doing that at all. I just want to say, I don't know, with these, I've been using minor characters like that, Barry Sunday or whatever his name was.
Very voodoo guy.
Guy.
Chicken voodoo guy.
If you start reading into these characters, know that I'm not touching that with the Scavenger.
Okay, huh.
So,
wow.
We'll go into yours now, I guess.
Huh. That is wild. Okay, so my next one is Blue and Gold. Obviously, it's Blue Beetle.
Can't believe you did Booster Gold before me. I'm very upset.
I thought you were going to do it very early. No, you did a Cyborg.
He's like my phase 3. I got a plan for him, yeah. I really didn't think you would ever touch him, so...
I had a plan for him. So, Michael John Carter...
I just want to clarify, when we set up what we wanted...
You're not on screen.
When we set up what we wanted the slides to look like pictures and characters and everything, my example was Booster Gold, so it became a meme that Booster Gold was going to be the hero of all of this.
You said it was going to be your first movie.
Yeah, I kept making the joke as my first movie because I didn't think he would ever touch a Booster Gold movie that early. But he's doing it, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think of the title?
I like it. I like the Michigan Wolverines. So
Michael John Carter, originally from the year 2440. There was not an actual year for him.
Oh.
I just chose that.
Yeah.
Steals a time machine and travels to the present day because he worked at a museum of superheroes from the modern day.
That's good that there's no year for him, because the year that I'm doing for him, then I just get to make that up. Because I have my Booster Gold plot.
So where he meets up with Blue Beetle during a fight with Overthrow.
Okay.
Blue Beetle's one of those guys who, look up his villains, not many cinematic ones. Also, Overthrow?
So which Blue Beetle are you using?
This is Ted Kord.
Okay. I was like, he looks so old.
Yeah, this is Ted Kord.
Okay.
And so, he's in the middle of a fight with Overthrow when he shows up, just randomly, okay?
Because he doesn't have villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ted Kord is the public CEO of Kord Inc., a company that specializes in medical equipment, yet moonlights as a superhero private eye with his partner, Dan Garrett. Okay. Together, the heroes bond as friends and allies when they have to fight the Perforated Man, which is a Booster Gold villain, who turns out to be John Michael Carter, a version of Booster Gold from an alternate timeline in the future.
So
this is... It's two future timelines. They both came back and converged in modern day.
Yeah.
And it's both of them.
Okay.
While dealing with the trauma caused by Perforated Man, Carter and Kord discover a secret takeover of Kord Inc. by Maxwell Lord, a rival CEO. Maxwell Lord begins to lead the company into shady territory, but without concrete proof, Booster and Beetle are powerless to stop him. Okay. The end credits is Blue Beetle bets on sports games with the knowledge of the future from Booster Gold, donating his winnings to charity. Because I was like, that's such a superhero thing to do. And I envision this as a buddy cop detective comedy.
Partner Dan Garrett. I thought that was going to go somewhere and it didn't. Is that going to come up later? Because I looked at the characters and he's just Dan Garrett, so I don't know if that is a villain that I'm
the reason I put partner in parentheses is because that's the original Blue Beetle when Blue Beetle was at Charleston Comics, and so I just threw it in as a nod.
Okay. Yeah. And then Maxwell Lord, I imagine, is someone.
Yes.
That just can't be revealed yet.
I can't reveal it.
Okay. Who's Alexandria Giannopoulos?
That is Ted Kord's girlfriend.
Okay.
Had to take her out of the plot for spacing.
Can I make a request, as you made the request of the time, we gotta synchronize our watches gag.
Yeah.
I want every scene she's in to be like Godzilla 9D whatever, and they can't pronounce her name.
Nick Totopoulos.
Yeah, I want that. Can I have that?
Yes, okay.
Cool. Let's move on to mine.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta stress the fact that in Blue and Gold, they really, really bond and become best friends. Okay?
I really like that. Also, they're best friends, and it's like, well, we're superheroes, we should donate our winnings to charity, but also we are going to cheat.
Well, yeah. But is it cheating? He already knows.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought it'd be a funny thing.
Okay. Can you guess what my next movie is?
Is it Justice League?
It probably is.
Or is it the JLA? I'm wondering what the title's going to be.
It's Justice League of America because it's a nod to the amazing Justice League of America TV. The film... Hey, don't look at the cast yet. Don't look at the cast yet.
Okay.
The film opens with a prison riot at Arkham Asylum. Lex Luthor is standing at the sidelines as Two-Face, Gizmo, Mirror Master Kronos, and Leonard Snart all approach. Luthor equips the team with a new armory, Gizmo receiving new gadgets, Mirror Master new holographic mirrors, Kronos a new time synchronizer. So you're gonna this time it's not mental. This time he can synchronize it.
Okay.
We're putting the synchronized watch scene in this movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Snart, who is Mastermind or Mirror Master's Selly, because as he's an ice ray equipped with the alias of Captain Cold. This new Injustice League quickly reigns terror on Metropolis, with Luthor having the goal of being the hero that cleans with the city after the group's attacks. So again, this is Mayor Luthor. He's like, if we destroy the town, but they don't remember. They don't know that he's the green suit guy. So he,
he's like, I can say it.
Motivation. Yeah. Now you might
notice Lex Luthor plot.
You might notice here that I listed the characters, then I listed what they got, but Two-Face got nothing new. Because what can you give to Two-Face?
A new coin?
No, he has the one coin. So Two-Face is there. I want to make that clear. He's there. But
you could give him a new gun.
I thought about that, but it's just a new pistol. Yeah, it's stupid. So, yeah, he's just
You could paint one half of it with weird colors.
I will say, because we just talked about Blue and Gold, I want a villainous buddy-buddy relationship between Lex Luthor and Two-Face. If you remember, he was on the phone with them the other end. Because they're both politicians, I find that to be funny. So it's not going to be like, they're not going to be like, let me tell you about my best friend, but they're going to be the ones that are having the most of the conversations with. Because, I mean, obviously those are the two most popular villains out of this. I mean, I'm putting Gizmo in. I looked at this lineup.
Two-Face is a bit silly.
Yeah.
Because he's, like, crazy.
He went crazy, remember? Yeah. The Justice League finally forms as a solid unit of Superman, Batman, Zatanna, Green Lantern, the Flash, Green Arrow, Hawkwoman, the Atom, and Cyborg. The JLA rush into the fight against the Injustice League determined, not realizing that they have already met their match. So, this is their first fight as a team. They didn't realize that these guys would be as tough as they were. Like, we've taken these out guys, but, they have all the new equipment or whatever.
You don't have Ron Evers on the team.
He died.
You don't have,
Film Freak?
You don't have any,
I mean, Film Freak lived, but he's being used for something else, so it's okay.
What about Hawkwoman's
he's back on Thanagar.
Okay. Yeah. It's just more heroes than villains.
Yeah. Whatever, it works.
So Gizmo?
So this movie is going to be kind of it's going to be kind of shot one fight, where the entire movie is one fight.
It's like the Avengers.
There's a lot of, This is literally like, boom, they're in the fight, and the rest of the movie is the fight, okay? The news of the battle reaches the Atlantic coast, where Aquaman is serving his vow as protector of the land. As you remember, he's like, I'm going to be, he quickly makes his way to Metropolis to join the fight. The teams clash through the night, each taking devastating blows. Kronos meets his doom after a blast from Cyborg. He's dead. He just died. Yeah, I'm done with him.
Kronos.
Adam's never getting in another movie, so I'm done with Kronos. Gizmo exacts his revenge on Cyborg by creating a malicious hardware that faults his circuits from the inside before being thwarted by Green Lantern. The alliteration duo of Mirror Master and Captain Cold.
I like that you have them as friends, too.
Yeah.
Because they're friends in the comics.
Managed to stop Aquaman, freezing his left hand and smashing it to smithereens, but they are stopped by Flash.
Oh, Aquaman. Okay.
Aquaman. Who'd you think it was?
I thought it was Captain Cold. And I was like, wait, how did he freeze his left hand?
Why did he freeze his own hand? No, Aquaman, boom, hand gone.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Yeah. Because you were like, oh, you're really mad that I'm doing limbs. And I said, no, in my phase 1, he loses a limb. Stop by Flash. Batman once again stops Two-Face because he's nobody, you know. Exactly. But Luthor manages to escape once again after calling in Sinestro, who's escaped from the prison of power.
Oh.
Right? Cool. I had to complete this into 2 slides.
Wow.
Sinestro overpowers Green Lantern easily, but he's stopped by Superman, who sends him back to the prison of power. I did this because you were like, he's Superman, he's the most superpowered being, he should be allowed on Oa. Yeah. So there it is. Having never been caught, Lex Luthor announces his vow to clean up Metropolis, the city that Superman destroyed, turned the city against him in the process. So people hate Superman now. Wow. This is after the fight. He's like, look what he did. Yeah. He fought that bad guy again with a bunch of other bad guys. He destroyed our city. Superman's evil, right?
Yeah.
The JLA gathers together again for Green Arrow to reveal his designs for the Team Space Watchtower. I tried to word that like 4 different ways. That was the easiest.
Weird.
Yeah. Cyborg tells the team of his decision to leave the JLA after the brutal damages he suffered in the fight. Aquaman also says he's returned to Atlantis to fix his lost hand, which has been replaced by a hook, but he will be back again when the time comes for us to serve him. Again. I put that, that again wasn't here, and he was like, why didn't I put again there? That's why. The remaining members of the team stand atop Queen Industries in the moonlight as the camera scans out into the vastness of space. So that is, one, a callback to the end of the movie that started the whole universe. If you remember, it ends with him standing atop the thing, right? Yeah. Also, it's very Star Trek Beyond when they watch the ship get made and then it goes to space, if you remember the end of that, where they all stand as a team, right? No end credit scene. It's a good cap off of look.
You could end your film slate here if you had to.
Yeah. End credit scene I had is gonna be written later. Whole bunch of characters, you know, all the Justice League. Yeah. Obviously they all did something. Like I didn't have huge things for Zatanna and Hawkwoman. They did stuff.
Like I had Arrow and Canary in mind.
Yeah. All the villains that could be there were there. Only Kronos dying because I'm done with Kronos.
Yeah. Wow.
I love this logo too.
I do too. Is that the New 52 or Rebirth?
I think so, yeah, it was one of them. I really like it, though.
I do, too.
I don't think it's New 52. They have a different logo, but could be wrong, because I don't follow it.
Okay. So well, if you want to subtract mine. Okay, and so my last movie of Phase 1, Justice League Part 2, which I didn't think about this in the creation of it until right before filming, but that means there's 2 Justice League movies in 1 year.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. Maybe I'll switch the first one to place it with Nightwing. Regardless.
It's said and done.
With the takeover of Court Inc., Maxwell Lord is one of the most powerful men in America. He teams up with Lex Luthor, using their wealth and power to corrupt America, sending the stock market in a downfall.
I don't think I pointed it out in my Justice League movie, but there was a line. It was at the start when I was describing how Lex Luthor gave everyone their weapons. Yeah. I forgot to point it out because I sidewalled into that Two-Face thing, but it did actually say all gifts from Super Mayor Lex Luthor. So that was a funny thing I put that I forgot to point out.
So Booster and Beetle, they rush to the League, sending a warning of Darkseid's arrival, because Booster knows about the future. Disbelieving Booster to be from the future, the League disband. Oh. And I don't mean like they break up, but they're just like, well, no, there's no crisis. Meanwhile, Darkseid leads his legion of minions in a full-on assault on Metropolis, destroying Metropolis Tower. Which is Trump Tower in real life. Oh, okay. But, you know. The Flash and Lanterns rush to aid Metropolis while Wonder Woman, Superman, and Aquaman take on Darkseid as minions. Batman, Cyborg, Arrow, and Canary work with Booster and Beetle to uncover Lord's sketchy dealings, from arms dealings in the Middle East to political corruption. The B-Team are attacked by parademons on their way to arrest Lord, leaving Beetle as the only hero to reach Maxwell. After a hand-to-hand fight, Lord assassinates Beetle. Like, shoots him in the head. Okay? Booster arrives a minute later, grieving over the loss of his friend as Lord is arrested. Darkseid murders Jon Stewart before finally being defeated by Superman and Wonder Woman, who in turn banish him from Earth. Darkseid vows to never return to Earth as long as the Justice League is around. And the end credits is the League hold a memorial for Blue Beetle and Jon Stewart.
It's a very sad thing to leave the theater on. I mean, I've done like 2 or 3 funerals, but I mean, that has been the end credit scene. Ooh. So the villain is just a corporate dude.
And Darkseid.
Oh yeah.
It's like it's corporate espionage. Yeah. I tried to do a different genre with each of my films. 2 deaths. Yeah. Jon Stewart and Ted Kord.
There's your little picture why you had to include Cyborg.
Yeah.
Love it. You start the year of Justice League and you're like, man, where's this gonna go? And then you come back a couple months later.
9 months later. Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. let's get into our
year in review.
year in review.
Okay, so this is our year in review. We reviewed the year. Camera's a little bit weird, but it's just so you could see, like, because we can look at it.
Yeah, because we're gonna go you're gonna review my year real quick.
Yeah.
And then I'll review his. So
first up, you had the Atom. And what a silly plot.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Atom. I don't really like the character.
That's him. That's his only villain and his only...
And I only know him really from Identity Crisis, and Gene Lauren is whew. Kronos, I only know him from the 1994 storyline 0 Hour.
Yeah.
Because he had a mini-series called Kronos.
Oh.
I had the first issue of it. I don't know anything else to say.
You did like the lab scene.
The lab scene is hilarious. Yeah, that's really funny, where, especially when you're like, oh, you could drop it in the sink.
You said you was driving this thing. I just imagined
Yeah, but you agreed with it.
Yeah, I just wanted
And then you said he'd climb out and be like, oh.
I wanted him with the world's smallest Phillips. That's how I imagined
Like he's shrinking everything down with him?
He's shrinking everything down, and he's just going... He's going, and then it's like, oh, what's this? There's a bad guy. Grow!
Yeah, that was really
funny. I don't know if Adam's like Ant-Man, where if he gets smaller, he gains the strength of an ant, and that makes him stronger.
Yeah.
Because according to his Wikipedia, he just has something in his body lets him shrink, and that's his power. So, yeah, I didn't know what to do with the guy. He fights Kronos.
Then after that, you got Aquaman, which,
new villain. Didn't want to do the same old storyline.
It's another
worked for what I wanted. So.
It's another really silly story, but I really liked it. I actually like this more than my Aquaman story. Because it's more original. Because I just didn't know what to do with Aquaman in the first one.
Because you just did the same thing.
Yeah, I just did the same thing. So this is more original, and I really like it. The Scavenger's really cool.
He's exactly what I wanted for
You changed the origin of Aquaman like crazy, but I like it. I really like this one. I think maybe my favorite of the year so far.
I was debating. I was like, should I call him Arthur? I was like, what if you just did an Aquaman movie? He's Orin. I wanted to do the whole film like that, and I was like, no, I kind of want that dad died thing. So, and his dad's a very wise, cracky guy. I like his dad. His dad's
he's like that in the Aquaman movie.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite movie of your phase so far.
Yeah, of the whole phase.
So far.
Well, the phase is over. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Of the year. This year so
this
far.
Year. Okay. Until the next one is better, I guess, because you said
and
so far.
He had the Justice League of America. Sorry, just Justice League of America.
Yeah.
This one, no, I don't like it as much as Aquaman.
No?
I think of the year, my favorite would be Aquaman. Though I'd probably like this in theaters because it's Justice League. But yeah, I really like the Aquaman story just from the plot summary.
I just want to point out real quick. Did I get rid of the Superman? Oh, you know what? I changed the dial. Yeah. So originally it just had Snart receiving the gun, the ice gun. So that was it. It said received by Super Mayor Lex Luthor.
Oh.
But because I gave everyone new weapons, it got cut. Crap. Well, I put in the line Super Mayor, and I thought that was funny, and it was only for you.
Well, I really like that you continued the plotline of Lex Luthor being this weirdo mayor with like such like an egotistical, just weirdo mayor with so much power in a power suit.
And it's been
he's hanging out with a bunch of villains and stuff.
It has been like 2 years since he became mayor, so I think technically mayors only run 2 years. So I was gonna do a president then. His campaign was gonna start. But I was like, you know what, we'll leave it. He's got Superman turning on him instead. And you can hit the next slide. Well, talk about it.
Well, the next slide, I mean,
it's got a lot. So this is obviously the one you're going to really dive into with the review.
Yeah, this is where Sinestro, he shows up and in one sentence is trumped by Superman who sends him back to Noah.
Yeah, it's a lot longer, but...
And then, of course, Superman, you know, they beat him, and the Watchtower thing. I really like that because that's a staple of Justice League.
It's very Star Trek Beyond.
And then I like your ending because it's like the camera goes up into space, so it's like what's coming, because like that means like something is in space, something is out there. What is it? There's no post credits, so it's like what's coming next.
Oh well, the shot into space was gonna be like, well, that's where the Watchtower is. That's why I was going for it, because he went from like, here's the designs for it, let's go look at space, boom, Watchtower.
Okay, I misread
Like I said, it's very Star Trek Beyond.
Like, what is
It's very
coming?
Star Trek Beyond.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I could do space stuff too, you never know. But yeah, I intended that, like I said, Star Trek Beyond, they watched the ship get built, the ship's off into space, this was there all on the callback on top of QI, you know.
Okay.
That's what I went for.
We'll go into mine?
Yeah, we'll go into yours. I'm over here now. It's very weird.
Because he's doing the talking.
I'm doing the talking
about my films.
I'm doing his year in review. So we got Justice League Part 1 that caps off the year.
Yeah.
It starts off the...
Which
Caps off his end.
Yeah, that means
So it
starts the year. And for the purpose of this video, I'm leaving it because we had to solidify the choices. But after this, I am changing it to where Justice League Part 1 is going to be the end of year 3, and then Nightwing is going to be the first of this year. Because 2 Justice League movies in 1 year, it works. I think it looks perfect to like Justice League Part 1, Blue and Gold, Justice League Part 2, but 1 year's crazy. Maybe I'll
especially because Blue and Gold, it's like weird filler movie to have him change to. Because when you look at the character, that's a weird filler movie, but also it has a big plot.
Yeah.
This I feel like you're just kind of rewriting all the DCEU movies because Aquaman. Then of course you put Steppenwolf in. I didn't even know who Steppenwolf was before the movie came out.
Oh, I knew who he was.
So I was like, he's just doing Steppenwolf again. Yay!
But I added stuff and I made it different. It's not just the same.
I really like the Thanos. Fine, I'll do it myself. Well, actually, hold on. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, well,
100%.
See, and I think this leads more into the movie better than after Ares left.
Yeah.
Because, like, Wonder Woman movie didn't do that, and she
well,
killed
that's
Ares.
funny about that, because, like, Wonder Woman was just all this, because that was in the 40s, right?
Yeah.
Or it was World War I or World War II?
It's World War I, because it was the Great War.
Yeah. So it's World War I, and then all of a sudden it's like, well, Ares did leave, though, and now Wonder Woman's, I guess, here in the modern day. You don't touch on that. I forgot to ask about it when we were filming. You just instantly jump decades upon decades to just give us Wonder Woman. It's very weird. I don't know if you realize that.
That's what happens in the real DCEU. She just shows up to fight Doomsday.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Maybe my Wonder Woman sequel will be in the 80s.
Because you haven't been doing the team building that I have. So, like, all of a sudden the Justice League is just formed to fight all these guys.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's really weird that she popped up like, oh, Cyborg, who just gave an arm.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you just throw together a team. Cyborg, we saw him, here's an arm, and now, boom, he's on the team.
Well, remember, Wonder Woman she saw Superman's
That's right.
So,
I thought that would go somewhere in a sequel, but now I guess it's just in Justice League. Because you just bounced.
Wait till you see her sequel end credit scene.
You have it written?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So I guess that's a Phase 2, Year 1.
Nah.
Because you said you had Phase 2, Year 1 written. Let me keep reading.
Okay.
It's so weird that just... Oh, never mind. It's just... Sinestro retires from the Lantern Corps. I'm out of here. And then for some reason Lex has to make him the Yellow Ram, which is interesting.
He doesn't want to go out. He doesn't want them to know he's evil yet.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's like, hey, I put in a lot of good work. I'm retiring. And then, well, the thing, he takes his power ring to Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
And he's like, specifically, yellow hurts the...
Yeah.
So he's like, I need this.
It's such a stupid kid. I love Sinestro. He's one of my favorite. But I mean, his name's Sinestro, which is literally just sinister.
Does he have a last name?
Yes, it's Amazon. What is Sinestro's last name?
Here's something I found on the web. According to Wikipedia.org, he is placed under the supervision of respected senior officer Sinestro, Victor Garber, who is investigating Aubyn's murder.
Victor Garbo.
It's not his name. Where's the phone? Where is my phone? So his last name is Sinestro. His real name is Tall. T-H-A-A-L. Tall Sinestro. So yeah, he retires and you do that stuff, but he's such a funny character because his name's Sinestro. I guess you kind of cap it off with the new team of heroes take down Steppenwolf, slicing his throat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're parademons because that's what the movie did as well. So.
And the parademons eat him.
Yeah. We got Blue and Gold, named after the Michigan Wolverines.
Well, I didn't want to do Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, or Blue Beetle and Booster Gold.
Blue Beetle and Booster Gold does kind of sound cool, though. Blue and Gold, so I'm still so disappointed that Booster Gold is in your Phase 1. Really have big plans for it. It's going to shock you what I do with him.
I thought this was going to shock you what I do with him.
Yeah, I mean, it did, because he exists, and then Blue Beetle, he's such an old man. So how long has Blue Beetle been Blue Beetle? Because he's obviously already Blue Beetle.
He has been doing it...
You didn't list what town they're in, so I don't know how long.
He started after Arrow and Batman showed up. Because he doesn't have superpowers, but he's rich. So he's just like... Yeah. He donates...
Does he know them, though?
He donates money to charity and stuff, and he just started...
But so in Batman and
He's
Arrow...
a private eye, also. Okay. A super private eye. Like, he's a detective. Okay. He does, like,
and then the
public stuff.
The Batman and Arrow and Canary, those are both years into their...
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has been around for a while.
Yeah.
Not after.
Because, like, he doesn't go out and fight
Yeah.
like super villains.
I like all the nods, you know, all the Dan Garrett nod, and then you have the John Michael Carter. Is that actually perforated man?
Yeah.
Okay. And then Maxwell Lord, you know, bigger and better things. I like how they're powerless to stop him because they're like, oh well, we got no proof, and that's what I'm doing with my thing with Lex Luthor.
I'm pretty sure that happened in Arrow.
Oh.
When he lost power of Arrow Industries or whatever.
Oh.
What was it called? Quinn Industries?
Queen Consolidated.
Yeah, when he lost power, I'm pretty sure like he was just like, I don't have proof to save myself or whatever.
What's funny about it is Lex Luthor in both of his movies that he fights in, he dips, he escapes, and it's like he instantly goes and does something political. He makes himself the public eye instantly, but they can't just you can't just break into the guy's office, grab him, and go, "Hey, this is the guy in the green suit," because they'd be like, "Oh, Superman, you're just trying to," you know.
Yeah,
so that's why he keeps
prove.
getting away because he's the guy. Yeah, I love that. And then the sports game thing, like I said, it's kind of weird because they're cheating, but it's for a good cause. But
yeah,
I just thought that'd be weird. It's a weird way to influence the future. So obviously that creates a whole other thing. Then we got Justice League Part 2, which just kind of switches plots. You think that like Part 1 and Part 2 would go together a lot, but then this one has like a whole new Maxwell Lord thing, and maybe Darkseid's back.
I mean, Darkseid is in it, so it continues that.
Well, yeah, like you said, it is a crime espionage movie.
Yeah, and the two plots like interconnect because there's two teams of superheroes.
You kill people.
Yeah.
And which I was shocked to find out you killed John Stewart because you were so on him.
Yeah.
Because he was going to be his own movie, right? And then you decided to throw in Hal Jordan?
No, it's going to be Hal Jordan originally.
Oh, and then you threw in John Stewart. It was just shocked that you killed him and not Hal since Hal came first. But
I have plans
kill the black guy first, it's okay.
I didn't want to, but I had to. I can tell you what the alternate...
Superman and Wonder Woman, they teamed together, and that is callback to when she saw his birth, or his pod.
What do you think of the end credit scene?
I think it's dark. You end the phase, it's just there's a funeral that ends. Like every time I did like 2 funerals, and it ends with something better. We leave with a funeral.
Yeah,
it's like Palms. Sad. It's the end of Palms.
It's sad.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what the alternate end credit scene was going to be? It was a lot brighter.
Yeah.
Because Jon Stewart died, it was going to be Jon Stewart's ring flying to Guy Gardner, and it would bonk Guy Gardner in the head, and he'd like do a back bump.
I mean, that's sadder than what happened because I hate Guy Gardner.
It's sad, dude.
Yeah, it's a very sad movie. People are just like waiting for that couple of months to be like, okay, what's coming next? What's happiness is going to ensue?
It's crazy.
Yeah. This is the outro. It's the part where we do the outro. Like this video and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really helps the channel a lot, especially because this is a new series and everything. We want to make sure it is along with you. And also like if you think the Hawk Police to Catch the Thanagarian was whatever president he said at the start, just the best title or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's the best title ever.
Yeah. So like if you agree with that.
Let us know what's your favorite, who won for the year.
Yeah, who won? Well, Phase 1.
Yeah.
What phase 1, you know, obviously the year, like we said, let us know who years you liked more, but also what phase did you like more?
Well, I mean, we would just tally up whose years won for the phase. So let us know what year won.
Let us know year 1.
What did you think of our films and plots? His Aquaman movie's way better than my Aquaman movie.
Ow. And don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that notification bell so you get us all the time. It's free and you can always change your mind.
You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Stardust at BatTracy01.
I've been Lex Dahl. You can follow me on Instagram at StraightEdgeAtheistJerk and on Twitter at IdiotDal.
You can follow the channel as a collective on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at Punk Rock Blues.
And like Bat said before, you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues.
I'm going to mess with the tiers a little bit, but I've posted 2 early videos up there already.
This is going to be
the comic book collection that went up early there already.
This is going to be out later, though.
Yeah, but the first episode's up on Patreon right now.
Yeah, so these are out already, I guess, or episode 1 is.
I just think it's going to be crazy that I have to keep up doing 2 Justice League movies every phase.
Why?
To get to 10.
You're going to do 10 Justice League movies?
Well, I mean, what else can I do?
We don't have to end every phase of Justice League. I'm not ending every phase of Justice League. Oh my god.
When are you going to end phase 3 with Spider-Man Far From Home?
No, I'm going to end it with the Hawk Police,
Caught. Thanagarian.
Hawk Police, there's only one member now, because the other one died.
The Hawk Police,
Rip.
She has a new partner.
Her partner is Dan Garrett.
Okay.
Bye.
Oh yeah, the Baba Yaga.
What were we
Okay,
what were
you
we-
think about that.
What were we
I don't. We weren't talking about anything.
It's still rolling.
End the recording.